Hi, this is Sylvia, Lydia, Morelos. I am at UCLA. She looks like a girl that I went to sixth grade school with, Miss Williams' class, FYI, Ramona Elementary School. They know where it sits. She's in the Ramona Elementary School yearbook, class of 1986. Forget her name. They make their presence known. They're just stalkers. I wanted to make a comment about Ike's Place. It's off of 1151 Westwood Boulevard, Los Angeles, California, 90024. I walked in there and asked for a menu. And their menu advocates the rape of minorities. Feeling extra frisky, stuff your sandwich with mozzarella sticks or stuffed jalapeno poppers. Feeling extra frisky? That's not a coincidence. The woman in the background at Rubio's Tacos. There are other questionable. It's a questionable menu advocating for sex offenders on campuses or on. They're responding accordingly. They can hear me via illegal NSA surveillance. That's Rubio's. This person looks like the person that works at God's Extended Hand off of 16th and Island, 92101. Not too far away from the precursor 419 16th Street, 92101, International Love Ministries. He looks just like him. Advocating for rape of minorities. If you're feeling frisky, stuff your sandwich with mozzarella sticks or stuffed jalapeno poppers. Where am I? Mexican, Jewish, and Italian, German, Jew, Spanish. And more advocacy against Green Day, because Green Day is all over the place on here. The locations of the place. And here they are. Ban Green Day to promote rape against minorities. Here are the cities. It's Berkeley, Shattuck, Burbank, it's one. Burlingame, Concord, Cupertino, Daly City, Danville, Davis, Emeryville, it's another one. Los Angeles and Westwood, Monterey, Newport Beach, Oakland on Broadway. There's two Oaklands and another Oakland on Rock Ridge. Salinas, San Jose, The Plant, San Jose Downtown, San Jose Technology Drive, San Francisco, Van Ness, Santa Clara, and Walnut Creek. Brutal. Right in our own backyard college towns. I found the one in San Francisco, so I'm thinking there was a young woman in her 20s named Carocum. She went to a school in Texas. I need to find her name to pronounce it correctly. And Texas. I'm on a different tab. Campus murder. Haruka Wessler is what her name. An 18-year-old dance and theater major was last seen alive on the Austin campus Sunday night before she was reported. It was April 8th, 2016. And with my luck, it's probably at Ike's place near the school. They're criminalizing the homeless. And they're criminalizing homeless. Anyway, she was arrested. She was raped on campus. Homeless teen arrested in killing of University of Texas student Haruka Weiser by Eric Ortiz and Gabe Gutierrez, April 8th, 2016. She was 17. A 17-year-old homeless runaway faces a murder charge in connection with the killing of a University of Texas freshman this week, also the police said Friday. The suspect, identified as Mikael Kreiner, was arrested Thursday and booked in the Travis County Jail, Austin Police Chief Art Acevedo said at a news conference. Student Haruka Weiser, an 18-year-old dance and theater major, not a coincidence, was last seen alive on the Austin campus Sunday night before she was reported missing the following morning. Her body was discovered near a creek on Tuesday, and investigators declared her death a homicide, setting off a manhunt on the campus of 50,000 students. It's beautiful. Police asked for the public's help to catch Weiser's killer after releasing surveillance video of the suspect lurking near the school stadium with a woman's bicycle. Hey, Eula, we're going to bring justice to that family and restore the sense of safety that this campus and this community has enjoyed, Acevedo told reporters Friday morning, adding that a motive for the crime remains unclear. Acevedo said Kreiner is not a student at the school. We don't believe he lived on campus or was hanging out on campus, he later told NBC News. We know he's homeless. They're criminalizing the homeless. Part of what we need and we need from our community, anyone that knows him, has any history on him, any contact on him, to please contact the police department. The arrest came after Austin firefighters provided a crucial tip to police after responding Monday to a small fire involving a backpack near the campus, the chief said. Firefighters found Kreiner at the scene, police said, and he was taken to LiveWorks, a nonprofit shelter for youth in the city. In addition, a witness to the fire also called in a tip after seeing the surveillance footage and believed the suspect looked like the same person involved in Monday's incident. Police also found a MacBook with a Portland sticker on it, Christopher, in Kreiner's locker at LifeWorks, and Weiser's MacBook also had a Portland sticker on it. Police sent an arrest warrant affidavit. Kreiner was booked on a charge of tampering with evidence and was charged with murder Friday afternoon. Jail in lieu of $1 million bail, according to jail records. Weiser's family released a statement through the University of Texas at Austin, thanking police, the university, and everyone who assisted in the case. We remain steadfast in our desire to honor Haruka's memory through kindness and love, not violence. To the police officers, the UT community, and all who have been impacted by this, we just ask that you hug your children, hug your parents twice, one from you and one from us. The family said, thank you for all support you have shown us. Kreiner has been under the care of the Texas Child Protective Services Agency spokeswoman Julie Moody told NBC News. He last checked in with his case manager this week after he allegedly set the fire and was taken to life works. Before he was brought to the shelter, the agency did not know where he was and he was placed on runaway status. On the night Weiser disappeared after leaving the drama building, a suspect was seen walking around the area at about 10 p.m. and again after 11 p.m. while seeing around a red or pink woman's bike, police said Thursday. Authorities described him as a 6-foot-tall black male. The man who police believe was Kreiner is seen on surveillance video following Weiser after she passed him and pulling a shiny, rigid object from the back of his pants, according to an arrest warrant affidavit. When the suspect returns into view, he is carrying a duffel bag and walking with a limp and an apparent injury to his leg, police said. Police added that Weiser was assaulted but declined to detail the nature of the crime because the investigation is ongoing. No weapon was discovered from the scene. The daring killing on a campus that hasn't seen a homicide in about 50 years has left students and faculty asking questions about safety and mourning a young woman excited about her first year in college. Weiser, a Portland, Oregon native, was trained in ballet and became involved in the school's student-run dance group. Her family and school officials said she was passionate about dance and was also planning on double majoring in pre-med. Criminal offenses at the University of Texas at Austin. Statistics represent alleged offenses occurring on campus and on properties owned by the university that were reported to campus security authorities and or local law enforcement agencies that do not necessarily reflect prosecutors. In a 2015 Q&A with Dance West, her Beaverton, Oregon-based dance school, Weiser said that she began training in the 6th grade and loves the disciplines of ballet and hip hop. I love to dance because it constantly challenges me, she said, according to the school's Facebook page. I love that there is a finished, perfect product. My dancing is constantly changing as I strive to improve. There's a misspelled word that's important. Almanza. Because of this, I find that even the smallest successes can be the most rewarding. Meanwhile, UT Austin President Gregory L. Fenves said additional police patrols on the campus will continue until further notice. We must honor Haruka's life, and as her family said so eloquently yesterday, make her death an occasion to improve safety for others and find some meaning behind an otherwise senseless and tragic death. I was reading around April that month when the news first came out online. I was reading a different article on her death. She was wearing she wore 2 of these, and it caught me off guard because that's what I wear. I usually wear 1. She caught my attention. And I deal with a lot of sex offenders and terrorists myself, and there's rumors going around. The rumors, Chris Skilbo, Billy Joe Armstrong, Portlanders, or Portland, Oregon, Occupy Portland. I was up there twice a few years ago to do some homework, and Chris Gillibo, I got some information about Chris Gillibo, which I can't get into right now. But there's the rumors going around about Texas. I also heard that, she was inspired by me. I don't know that it bothered me because I always wear one of these. And according to Christopher, they go after feminists who remind them of me because I'm very outspoken. I'm 42, so I've been having an influence on young women and young adults and children, young women like little girls. And the little girl in Lafayette, Louisiana, who I spoke to a while back, and she, I picked up the influence. He's using electronic surveillance on every. As a son of a bitch. Anyway, you made me lose my train of thought. She I've had an interesting influence or a good influence that I've noticed that on women and young adult women and children. And I heard one of the little girls say, um, "You're not, I'm an old maid. Well, not an old maid, but I'm 42 and unmarried." And I heard a little girl say, "Well, I'm going to get married when I'm 25, maybe 30. I'll be married when I'm 30. I want to grow up and be an astronaut." So that means I don't have to grow up. I don't have to be 8. I don't have to marry when I'm 18 years old. I'm like, no, you don't. I don't have to. Yeah, I have to marry when I'm 18 years old. I can grow up and be an astronaut, and I'll marry when I'm like, you're 40. I'm like, I'll marry when I'm like 25. And like, I've noticed that. So I was very angry and a little pained about the article with Harukum. I'm having problems pronouncing her name correctly. I need to get that name right. At the time, and I wanted to say something to the family, like my condolences. And security, cheap labor security guards of the Larkin Library, found an arbitrary reason I had to leave the library. They're not behaving normally. I had to leave the library for arbitrary reasons, and it prevented me, and it was their intention as well it prevented me from helping share that column with others online. And it was ridiculously 6 months long. It was just some stupid reason, and and anyway, I was thinking about her at the time, and there's a rumor going on here that they wanted, there's a lot of stuff going on here, and the resource centers are very important. So, anyway, this is a food for thought. Women's more power to Karukum Weiser. Names are very important, so sex offenders are going to get their asses kicked. Thank you, David. Haruka Weiser. I don't know how to pronounce it. Haruka Weiser. Haruka. Last name Weiser. I don't like Chris Gillibo. I've spoken against him in Green Day. I don't like sex offenders. I found out for a fact that he did, according to some sources, he did time for arson, ex-convict for arson, 2 years in the federal penitentiary. Who the hell does business with someone like that? I don't, He leads World Domination Headquarters, teaching leadership classes. What the hell's that all about? Then I find this shit, and you'll find something similar to Ike's place. ULA, University of Lafayette, Louisiana, has a display case, and the student union across the way from Buchanan Hall, the big fat burger with the condiments hanging out, is his. And I found two contenders in that display case. Very depraved. They promote sex offenses. Very depraved students. They use 520 Corinthians to persecute Christians, mainstream Christians and Catholics and Jews like myself, and promising students. I also heard a rumor that the 1986 Space Challenger was a female astronaut who went up there, and the misogyny in Portland, Oregon is huge, and Chris Gillibo has a reputation for beating up on women. And I didn't like the fact that I heard last year, let's go after all minority bitches around the world, Women's History Month, Sylvia, Lydia, Morelos. That's the way they pronounce my name, Sylvia, Lydia, Morelos. I got back to me, like, what the fuck? My name is Sylvia, Lydia, Morelos. The freak in the beige and the peach shirt, he's got issues. The behavior is a little strange, so we'll get a security camera out here. Anyway, that's what I'm reporting. Hey,
what are you doing?
I'm making a journal. Okay, this one I found at the Venice Beach laundromat. And that's at the Venice Beach laundromat off of Rose and Lincoln Boulevard. I think it's a I think it's a
So
it's at a
could you do this outside? Because it's disturbing.
one on it's disturbing you.
While we're talking, you were
But
saying, did it bother you?
I'm gonna catch him eventually. There's the reason I'm here. He's not supposed to be here. Gap band leader of. I'll be right back.